To do is I always do this because 9 times out of 10 you put this up here to grind this down, you're digging into this 4-foot spot and you don't want to do that. Okay, you don't want to mar up, you don't want to scratch this part, you don't want to mar up and scratch anything on the inside, so you have to be very careful when dealing with these. Okay, this stuff is super sensitive. If I barely touch it on there, it's gonna scratch this up. Okay, if you decide to use this method by putting the cast inside of your impression and grinding it, be very careful. If this touches that cast, it is going to yank it right out of your hands. Okay? Yes, the big eyes, they're necessary because I've had a cast yanked out of my hand that way before. And your natural instinct is to go grab it. And what happens to your hand if you grab it? Okay? So be very careful if that is what you choose to do. Maybe take the stockinette off of it before you do it. That way if it hits anything, it's just hitting the plaster maybe. Okay, but yeah, so I'm gonna show you guys how to grind this down. I'm gonna pull this back a little bit, get this to 0, and then I'll flatten the rest of it out. Okay, questions so far?
Yeah, just when you're doing around the phalanges, the 5th phalange, you just kind of like, because I saw you kind of like took that in, so you have, so like you want to take that.
Well, I put her foot in it first.
Oh,
and then I traced about a centimeter longer than what her foot was when she was in it.
Okay.
Okay. Good question.
So good centimeter.
Yep.
And then as far as when you zero that out, do you have to keep like putting it on the table to make sure that it's
and don't
even?
put it on your bench.
Okay.
Put it on the one up higher, the wood piece, or put it right here. Every time you do it, you're going to be pushing this 4 foot down to make sure that's where it's at, and then making sure your heel is in alignment with that.
Okay.
Okay. The ridge. Now I'm going to flatten that whole thing out so the rest of it will focus. Okay? I put it up here. Okay. See how it's stable? It's all got one flat spot. The arch is still up there, right? But it's nice and flattened out. Okay. That's what I'm looking for.
Can I see?
The edges aren't completely done yet. That's gonna be, I'll show you guys like the finishing step, but this is the basics of where you need to get at by the end of the day. Okay. Questions on this part? I just need you to get this far by the end of the day. That way we can finish them up on Wednesday. Okay, we'll do our fitting and everything on Wednesday. Okay?
Cool.
Any other questions?
Oh, when you're actually like shaving them down, you were going back and forth.
Yeah, this stuff is soft enough that you can.
Okay.
Yep. Do what works for you. So when I go with the machine, it's usually if I'm trying to take off less material, because if you go with it, then you're not pulling away from it, creating more material to come off. So I pull away from it when I want a lot to come off, and when I'm doing more like finer detailed stuff is when I'm pushing with the machine. Okay. Anything else?